Solitude on the mountain when I see the sun start to glow. Burns away that morning fog and I hear that old bull blow. I'm knocked up and ready for a dance so this time. Yeah, it's just him and me. I'm gonna win this time.
We are out here at Black Knight Bowbenders for another shoot. You've seen us out here a few times now. They've been gracious enough to invite us on as probationary members, and we couldn't be happier. It's a great community. It's a great range. And we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the club and what their mission is out here.
Cool. Well, my name is Gene Grotsky, and I've been fortunate enough to be a member of this club now for going on 37 years. So it's been a huge part of my life. Today is a few days after we had our big Bigfoot shoot. So the date is middle of July, 2023. And we're here at the Black Knight Bowbender Club, which happens to have just about 50 acres of property that's devoted exclusively to archery, every kind of archery. So if you're a bow hunter, if you're a 3D shooter, if you're a dot shooter, if you're a traditional shooter, if you're a novice, if you're a pro, and we've got some good pros, we've got it all right here. We've been working on the club now for going over 65 years now, so we're starting to figure it out. And we've been running this Bigfoot Open shoot that I just talked about for, this is the 29th year of us doing that. So we've been holding the same Bigfoot Open shoot for 29 years. I'm kind of proud of that because that kind of came up as an idea sitting down in my bar in my house with a couple of the pros, and just came up with the idea of having some kind of a shoot that's going to put us on the map. And it has, so it's been a hell of an event. I mentioned that we have some really high-end shooters here, and we do. We've had state, national, and international champions that kind of blossomed from this club. Now or what? Hey, young ladies, come over here. I want you to stand behind us for just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Liz and Corey show. This is what I was talking about. Out of the blue, we had two beautiful, lovely young ladies show up. On the first night that they showed up, they walked the range. They thought it was cool. They joined the club. They don't have bows yet. They're just learning. But that's kind of what this is. This is a club that prides itself in being social and open, and being nice enough where we can get members like this come in out of the blue. Thank you very much. It's the Liz and Corey show, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Gene. Appreciate the kind words. Everything you've done for us.
I guess one other thing I should mention is that for some reason, and I guess in the last 4 or 5 years, the traditional family here has grown exponentially. I've always been I've shot so long that, I shot before the compound bows were invented, so I've always been kind of a compound dot shooter for, most of my lifetime. And my concern was just to, if I couldn't put 4 in the middle at 40 yards, I'm bummed out, right? I'd come home sometimes, I'd be stressed out because I missed 2 or 3 shots. Well, these traditional guys, they could care less. they go out and they come back and they got something called laugh face. They've been out there shooting and they're laughing so hard when they get back that the sides of their jaws are hurting, you know, from the muscles. So these trad guys they're just wacky. They go out and just have nothing but fun. I'm not dissing any other club, but we've got more hard uphill and downhill shots than you could ever imagine. And if you come out and you shoot our 3D range, I think the guys who set up the targets are masochists, you know, because they don't give you, the shots are, you know, you're shooting either over something, under something, or through something. Yep. You know, there's not a lot of shots where you're shooting that across a field at a moose.
Well, it definitely prepares you for the woods for bow hunting, because they're not simple shots. I mean, you know, I would think in the woods, if you get a simple shot, it's a rare occasion. And, you know, shooting between trees, under limbs, that's realistic. So that's one of the reasons we've really enjoyed it. And the inclines, declines, and the platform shoots, all of those have helped us tune in to what we need to be ready for when we hit the elk woods. We had a conversation earlier tonight about, before we started our journey, that you know, if you'd asked me this time last year, or told me this time last year, that I would be consistently shooting 60-yard targets with bow and arrow, I'd have laughed at you.
Yeah.
And it's not an impossible feat to get good, or, you know, decent at shooting archery, enough that you can enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And it's the more you do it, the better you get. And before you know it, you're consistently shooting the target you're aiming at, and it's very fulfilling. Outside of any hunting possibilities or anything, just seeing yourself get better at something just motivates you to keep at it.
So let me ask you this: what's your sensation when you shoot a good shot?
When I shoot a good shot, for me, you know, I'm going through my process mentally, and when I make that shot, it's like, you did it.
Okay. All right. I kind of liken the archery shot to a good archery shot, to a clean golf swing.
Absolutely.
Right? Or if you've ever played ball when you were a kid, when that ball comes across the plate and you crack it just exactly right, you caught the sweet spot. You didn't hit it that hard, but holy shit, look at it go, you know? To me, a good, clean archery shot, you kind of know it's in the middle, and that is elusive as hell. And you could have it for 4 targets in a row, and next thing you know, you can't hit a damn thing.
Well, that's a great thing about what y'all have going on here, is there's room for all of us. Every, you know, traditional compound, whatever you want to shoot, there's room for us here, and we all get to learn from each other.
Yeah.
And I have a traditional bow. I'm very unskilled with it, but I do like the allure of it being very pure. I say try them all. If you get into archery and you fall in love with it, try it all. See what you like the best, or you might like all of them, you know. But just know that you can find a spot where you're comfortable, where you can improve and be welcomed by a community, especially at a place like this.
I can imagine what my life would have like had I never picked up a bow. You know?
We're certainly seeing the benefits of living the lifestyle and picking those bows up ourselves.
So your goal is to get down to what, like 165 pounds?
I don't know if my bones weigh 165 pounds. No, I really don't have a target weight. I just want to be healthy. You know, I'm 52 now, 51, somewhere in there. And, you know, my kids are starting to be at the age where they're going to get married and have grandkids. And I want to bring a grandson or a granddaughter out to the range and show them how to shoot. I want to be around to do that with them. So, archery has just been a kind of a fringe benefit. To the ultimate goal of getting in shape, and it's been a great path and a great means that we've discovered to get in shape.
That's cool.
Well, Gene, I appreciate your time and sitting down with us. Again, we're at Black Knight Bowbenders, and it's a great club. I'm sure you can find them online. If you want to give the or your contacts for that?
Yeah, if you want to find out a little bit more about us, you can do a couple of things. Go onto our website, www.blacknightbowbenders.com. It can't be more simple than that. If you want to have some fun, go onto YouTube and just type in blacknightbowbenders.com. If you go on Facebook, type in blacknightbowbenders.com, and you'll find us. And there's a bunch of neat stuff in there. But the long and the short of it is, this is just a nice, quiet little 50-acre piece of paradise in the middle of a very populated state where you can come and find yourself.
Get away from all the noise. Gene, thanks again, sir.
Thank you. You're going to have a lot of cutting out to do.